Hello you what's faces, welcome back to a new video, and today we are going to be learning how to master the Dire Hog. Yes, I have so much energy right now. I just had some coffee ice cream, which, yeah, it's the sugar, the coffee, I'm energized. Okay, well, let's get started. As you know, the Dire Hog is the very first beast obtained in Beast Brawlers. It is a lot of times looked down upon because it's the first, but all the beasts are essentially equal. Winning a battle depends on 6 main points, which are your beast strength, your beast weaknesses, your strategy, your potions/poisons, your talents, and your beast level. The very first one we will focus on is the strengths, next weaknesses, then strategy. Strategy is one of the major points because major points because it basically determines everything. How you play your beast and which beast you play alongside, because when playing Beast Brawlers you can switch out your beast when you die. So you want to click the beast, you want to get back into the battle as fast as possible to gain more points, because if you wait for your beast to load up, I think it takes approximately 20 seconds, which is a long time considering each battle is about 1 minute 50 seconds, so 2 minutes in total. And that wastes a lot of time, so you want to be on to your next beast already and have mastery or at least proficiency with that beast when you switch to it. And so you want to basically have a tag team with both of those beasts and be able to use them in sync well. I used the Dire Hog, the Spectral Fox, Spectral Wolf, and the Radiant Unicorn, because they work very well together. When using the Dire Hog, I get all my enemies pretty low, and I last for a decently long time. If I die, I'm fine. I get the Radiant Unicorn, come back, and get the kills. Almost forgot to mention the potions. The other half only went through the first 3. The other half starts off with potions and poisons, and so your potions and poisons are, of course, your power potion, which is basically a poison. It increases your beast attack damage for 5 seconds, so they're all technically just potions. Your recall potion, your swiftness potion, regeneration potion, reset potion, resets your beast's cooldown skills, beast skill cooldown, and protection potion, which is just a shield. Anyway, that's that. Next is the talents, which has newly been added into the game. I only choose talents that increase my beast power. Like power can increase rainbow beam with shoot wider, or true sniper increase rainbow beam range shoot longer. I do not choose anything that really takes away from my beast, because I like being a well-rounded player and being able to adapt to any situation. So if it take away from my beast, it's not that good. But I actually had a theory. Since each beast is technically has its own strengths and weaknesses, if you change the beast, I don't know, like healing aura stops being an aura effect and only heals you, that's good, because with the Radiant Unicorn while fighting, people can actually get health off you while fighting in your Radiant Unicorn. Your enemies can. So that would change it, and that would change your beast probably for the better. I'm not sure. I may do it. I may not. Anyway, I wish you could turn them on and off. That would be pretty cool. But you can't, so I'm only currently doing ones that only enhance my beast, not trade-offs. last but not least is the beast level. My level for my unicorn is 6. The one we're talking about right now is the Dire Hog, though, so let's get back to him. He is a level 8, and basically, you can spend all the money you want, getting little chests, gold, platinum, diamond. You spend your money on gems and get it, but it's one you're gonna have to try. You're trying to get copies, so it's not gonna be guaranteed that you actually get the particular beast you want. And on top of that, you still have to. There's still 5 other things you have to be proficient in, which are the strengths, weaknesses, strategy, potions, and poisons, and talents. And the beast level, that only makes you a bit stronger. Yeah, you might win a few battles, but all in all, you just waste your money if you don't know what you're doing with it. Anyway, let's get back to the strength. Okay, so the Dire Hog's main strength is the fact that it can steal other beast health. Lifesteal ability, basically with each attack, he gets more health. Its other ability is Fury. It's a passive ability. Attacks become faster and more ferocious as the hog loses health. So as he's losing health, let's say he's at maybe 20 health, you're able to hit people faster. So that combined with the lifesteal ability allows you to gain health very quickly if you are at low health. It is strong against the Molten Phoenix, the Radiant Unicorn, and the Lightning Steed. These are the only main beasts that the Hog actually can take down pretty easily. Like, basically completely overpowered. But if the Hog is under 80%, then the Lightning Phoenix and the not the Lightning Phoenix, the Molten Phoenix and the Radiant Unicorn can easily take out the Hog with one hit. The Lightning Steed can take out the Hog by just a few hits if the Hog is not able to touch it. So there you go. Those are the it's the strength of the Dire Hog. But one more major point is its health. It's the most important thing about the Dire Hog because it has a monopoly on the health, meaning it does not have to always worry about how low his health gets, because he can regenerate it pretty fast because he steals it. There you go. That's your strength. Next up, the weaknesses. And so the weaknesses of the Dire Hog include its very, very slow movement speed, which means that you will not always be able to get that final hit to complete a kill, or if you're running away, you will get taken down. You can solve this by playing smart. Well, there's actually a few ways you can solve this. The first way is to play smart, not to get yourself in the situation where you need to chase or you're running away. This sounds weird, but you basically want to be in a stationary place, and it's a strategy I will tell you guys about when I get to strategies. Basically, I said that twice, oh my gosh. Monopolize on the health. If you know that people need health, so you need to be able to stop anybody that gets near the health and kill them. That's basically it for that. So the next way you can fix your low speed is you can get a speed potion, which makes you faster. Only problem is they're not very abundant, and after you use them up, you use them up. Last but not least is the talents, and when you get a talent that allows you to go faster, I think it is called Light Hog. Yeah, no, I think it's called Light Hog. Well, it just increases speed, not actually. It doesn't actually increase the beast speed; it just increases attack speed. So those are actually the only two ways you can really counteract the Dire Hog's slow speed, but it makes up for it with its great use of health, great ability to steal health. So the beasts that the Dire Hog is weak against include the dragon, the bear, the spider, the most, and the spectral wolf, as well as the not the molten phoenix, the stone scorpion. Those guys are not really a threat, but they're not easy to beat. I would say it's a 50-50 chance of winning against them. It's he doesn't really have anything above them or below them. So there you go. Those are the Dire Hog's weaknesses. Okay, so potion strategies and talents, I'm just going to jumble them all up together because potions and talents are just an extension of strategy. The first part is what I'm going into battle with. I'm going to battle with the Dire Hog with its speed pot. I call it speed pot, I meant speed potion. So the strategy I'm using right now is to take control of the center and make a monopoly off of the health. As you can see, I am only standing in the center and going to the right side because I am controlling the health and the flow of the battle. Because anyone who needs health after I beat them here have to go to the the regen sign, the regen power up on the right side because it's the closest one to them. I eventually die, so when I do die, I actually switch it out to the fox. I switch it out to the fox and I continue battling. So I still stay with the same mindset, but I play in the with the fox how the fox should be played, and basically you just have to hide and hit them from the back. This goes with just about every beast, but when you do it with the wolf, you do way more damage. And so you want to stay out. You want to actually hit all your opponents if you can from the back, because if you look, you see the little hit range it has, and it doesn't extend to the back, only for one of all of the beasts, and that is Lightning Steed, which you're gonna get hit. But if you're going against any other beast, their little hit marker or hit width is in front of them, and that's where you want to avoid. So it's best to stay in the back, that way you don't get killed. That is strategy 1. Okay, so the next strategy I have for the Dire Hog is going out with the Dire Hog, poison, and using the Radiant Unicorn. So I'm using a similar playing strategy as just as the last battle. I'm making a monopoly on the middle and on the health, because that's what you want to do when you have the Dire Hog, because you do not need health as much as anyone else. So basically what you want to do is you want to stay in the center, because you want people to come to you. Since you're not that fast, and this time I really am not that fast, I can't even catch up to people. As you saw, I was blasted by Flaws using his Lightning Steed. You're not as fast as everyone else, so you want people to come to you. That's why it's best to stay in the middle, because you have a monopoly on the points, as well as a monopoly on the health. So you're controlling two things at once. And basically this playstyle means you're out for blood. You're not hitting and running like the spider or the Radiant Unicorn. What you're trying to do with this type of method is just dominate. And so this is a domination technique. So just all you do is stay in the middle and take out your enemies. I'm a level 8 hog going against a level 11. It doesn't matter, it's about skill. What you want to do is run around, get to the back, and do not let them hit you. The more they hit you, the more health you lose. The more likely you are to die, and meaning you will lose and you will have to start all over. So this way I stay in the battle as long as possible. I switch out when I die to my Radiant Unicorn and pick up the KO I would have gotten, but I died. So with the Radiant Unicorn, I'm just gonna give you guys a little blurb before since you don't want to actually I might do a series. I'm just gonna do a series of all of them. But for the Radiant Unicorn, the way you use it is do not look at. You should not be able to see your enemy. That's how I've created it. Well, that's my strategy. I have upgraded my Radiant Unicorn to have have like a thicker beam as well as a longer beam. So you should not you should not see your enemy. Period. All you do is fire, and you more than likely will win. That's my second strategy. There you go. Okay, so talents, the next thing I know, I said I will jumble them all together, but I feel talents should have their own little speech. Talents are newly added in the game, and when you choose your talents, you should be very careful because it completely changes your beast, and so far you cannot like unselect them. You can like change it back quickly. So when you're picking your talent, you should choose it very carefully, if because it's gonna be the way you're gonna play the game for the rest of the way you're gonna play the game with that particular beast for the rest of the time. So one of them is Light Hog, increase your attack speed but lower your total health. So if you want to be more of an assassin type, that would be for you. Next is Heavy Hog. If you want to get hit up, increase total health but decrease attack speed. If you want to get hit, take the battle damage, go in, guns blazing. I mean, even though you're a beast, you don't have the guns, but basically that. Heavy Hog for that. Next, you got Daredevil, increase damage at low health but decrease damage at full health. Basically, you just want to be a Daredevil. Or this also is good for Assassin because if you have low health, it will go hand in hand. You can kill people, get that last kill before you die, or get that kill and then run away. I currently have Berserker activated. It's one of his talents I've activated on Dire Hog. While active, Lifesteal now also reduces incoming damage, and I have that activated because it does not increase one and decrease the other. It just increases one, so there are no trade-offs. Middle is just like the Trade of the North. Unlock the champion skin for this beast. Next is Potion Master. Increase duration of potion effects. So you basically, it's Potion Master and Potion Fanatic. It just edits the potions, how long you can keep them. Focus range, increase lifesteal duration but decreases its effectiveness. So that also would probably be best for an assassin type if that's where you're leaning towards, because you're not going to need it for that long period of time. Whereas if you have not Berserker but Heavy Hog activated, you're gonna need that long period of time of lifesteal. Next is Sharp Tusk. Increase the effectiveness of lifesteal, which I have chosen because it does not, just like Berserker, Sharp Tusk does not have any trade-offs. And last but not least, well, it's just Bloodbath, which is just a skin. So those are basically the talents, and we gone. Okay, so the very last factor that will determine whether you win a game or not is your beast level. The only way you can change that is getting more copies of that particular beast in the chest. You want to do the longer chests when you go to bed, just open them before you go to bed. And, no, I mean, not necessarily before, maybe at least an hour or so. I don't think you should be looking at your phone before you go to bed. But anyway, before you go to bed, and then do the other ones midday. That's how you that's the best way to maximize opening chest ability. I mean, you could also just spend a whole bunch of money on the game, but I don't really recommend that because, I mean, it's a free-to-play game. It's more fun if you play it the way, it's not an impossible game to play if you don't put money into it, and it's fun, a really fun game to play. So, challenging, that's where you can play. Peace out. Okay, so I'm gonna leave you guys with this last clip of one of my older games. I think this is actually before I started my channel, and I make a lot of mistakes in it. I wonder if you guys can spot them. So, yep, type that in the comments. Basically, I just remembered another rule, and it's really important. I should have put it in earlier, but do not chase after people with a Dire Hog. Don't do it. You are better off waiting for them to come to you, because you're most likely to die if you do that. There's a very high chance you will die if you chase people. Let them come to you or cut them off. Play smart. Do not chase people with a Dire Hog. Do not chase people with a Dire Hog. Even if you have speed, I mean, you'll feel more inclined to do it because you think you can catch him. Do not chase people with the Dire Hog. Please don't chase people with the Dire Hog. Don't chase people with the Dire Hog. Don't chase them. Don't do it. Don't do it.